Here in Melbourne, an 8-weight program is set down for Moonee Valley, where the track is heavy. The best bets on the card, Bill Collins has gone for in race 2, number 2, Mansmar, and in race 8, number 1, Tarvel. In the extra double, Bill's selections are 2 and 1, coupled into 1 and 4. His daily double, he goes for 8 and 1, into 3 and 1, and for the quadrella, 1, 8, 1 and 3. And if you can't be at the meeting, don't forget we'll have a live telecast of all the races from the Valley from 12 noon tomorrow.
And one of the big questions about the Hiskens Steeple is the fitness of Diwali, who of course pulled up in the race at Sandown last week. And yesterday I spoke to Rick Hall-Lacey. Rick of course will be fairly busy this morning, and we recorded this interview yesterday after Diwali had worked at Bendigo. And I asked Rick how the horse had pulled up after his work on Friday morning.
Very well, Peter. We're extremely pleased with him.
How far did he work over at Bendigo?
About 1,400 evens. And then he jumped the 3 fences at the back of the course.
Earlier in the week, Rick, were you confident of getting him to the post for the Hiskens Steeplechase?
No, not at all. He was quite sore over the weekend, and again on Monday we didn't work him then. We trotted him on Tuesday, trotted cantered Wednesday, worked him normally. That's a round of trotting and 2 rounds of pace work, about 2.5 miles on Thursday, and of course he's had a good strong workout today.
Right, well, that's terrific news. I'm sure that the racing public of Victoria are very happy to hear about that, because he's a magnificent draw card after that great win in the Grand National Steeplechase. A lot of people were hoping that he would get to the post today, and now that he's going to be there, we do wish her the best of luck.
Well, thanks, Peter. He certainly won't be beaten on a score of fitness. The small turning track, of course, doesn't suit him as well as Flemington, but I'm sure he'll give his back as a good side.
Thanks very much, Rick Hall-Lacey.
Thank you.
That was Rick Hall-Lacey recorded yesterday, and he's going to be one of the great draw cards. Diwali, providing everything is okay, and he does go around today. Shelley?
Well, I had one of those female intuitions that he couldn't win last week and left him out, and I feel the same again today. I don't like horses that haven't won round this circuit. Now, maybe he hasn't raced around here many times. I was away for a good part of the winter and don't know, but I do think Learmont Lad, who handles the jumps here well, can beat Airmont 3 from 1.
Peter?
Well, in a little way I agree with Shelley. Learmont Lad I've selected because you know he's fit. Diwali, tore half a panel of log out.
Yeah, he broke one of the logs.
Yeah.
He hit it so hard.
You saw the picture in the newspaper. So no, I can't fancy him, although Rick knows what he's doing. But I need to go along with Learmont Lad, who's trained downtown Epsom. We've got little function going there every week.
We're in the op shop.
Yes, the op shop. Warren Road, 75, if you want to call in. And by the way, talking...
take bank card? You take bank card on?
No, cash only.
No, cash only. Jack Jury.
Yes.
He's progressing quite
terrifically well.
With his
That's good.
heart problem.
That's
and
good.
Also Ralph's in hospital now.
Oh, heck.
So to both of them...
our best wishes.
Yeah.
Well,
Peter, Learmont Lad to beat number 1 Airmont.
I think Learmont Lad is only a good thing, Pete. The only danger, Airmont.
Learmont Lad, Diwali, as Rick says, if he gets there, a great chance, and Airmont, I expect him to run well too, but Learmont Lad.
Well, I'm the only dissenter. I'm going for Lord Shiner. I thought his run, when he beat Learmont Lad and Diwali, he beat them on their merits on a heavy track here. And the form has been proven well, and I think Kath Smith can win both the jumping races today.
Well, in that case, she wins the Trainers' Premiership.
It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. But I thought Lord Shiner 4 to beat 1 Airmont and 2 Diwali.
Race that looks as though it's going to be a real filler, Keith. Will Bill, the equine equivalent of a miracle, is Diwali likely to take his place in the Hiskens Steeple today? What chance would you have given that, looking at poor Diwali, not able to put his off-hind leg to the ground when he crashed through that log at Sandown last Saturday?
Yes, I thought he was gone. I thought something was broken, because when he pulled him up before the second of the double, he was standing there with his off-hind leg holding it up in the air, and I thought, oh, the poor devil, he's gone. But hopefully, although I know he cut it, but hopefully the reason that he was holding it was there, that he may have struck a nerve And that being the case, of course, it could be all right.
Oh, he was very bruised, and like bookmakers, Bill, I don't believe in miracles, and I think that Diwali will go for a bath in the betting today. I can't see him winning.
Trouble with you is you were born 2,000 years too late.
In fact, I have left Diwali out of the placings. Diwali, incidentally, will be inspected by Dr. John Burke, the veterinary steward, on his arrival at the course. I think Lord Shiner can win and give Cat Smith the enough points to win the leading jumping trainer's premiership for the season. She is one win behind, but she has more second placings than Bruce Purcell and Rick Horlacey, so a win would give Cat the premiership. Of course, if Diwali won, it would give Rick Horlacey a clear-cut win. But Lord Shiner likes the wet, 6 wins over jumps, and I think that he can beat Airmond, who won this race last year. He's a grand old campaigner. He'll be 11 on Monday. And Learmonth Lad, Eddie Lang, the trainer, is delighted with this rain, because Learmonth Lad's 8 wins, and they include, I think, a couple on the flat, have all been on rain-affected tracks. They're my 3. And incidentally, talking about rain, Bill, there is, at this moment, I think, an inspection of the track in Adelaide. It is still raining there, and the boys from the Adelaide Advertiser told me last night that if there was overnight rain, the meeting could not go on. So that meeting must be in doubt, and we'll have that news, of course, as soon as it comes through from Adelaide.
And that's Adelaide we're talking about, not Moonee Valley. Everything's going on there. Shane?
Yes, and what a pity that there is a cloud over all of these top chances in the Hiskens. Otherwise, it had the makings of a magnificent race, didn't it?
No, they're still there, Shane. They're still there.
But Airmond knocked a joint last week and had a temporary setback. We saw Diwali. Learmonth Lad's been under constant treatment since his last win, and therefore I'm going for Lord Shiner, like you, Keith, because at least he ran last Saturday and pulled up well. And back at Moonee Valley on June 25.
I'm going for Diwali. I still believe that he's probably struck his stifle, and you can get away with that. And he wouldn't be racing unless he was fit, because I think Horlacey likes the horse too much to put him in jeopardy. And you can hit your stifle, you can pull him back in. They pop out sometimes with horses. I reckon he will win it. If he's fit, he'll win it, and he wouldn't be running unless he was fit, so he'll win it. I like Lord Shiner for second and Learmonth Lad for third, but I'll be backing Diwali today.
It's a wonderful race, the Hiskens Steeplechase. It is every year, and I'm staying with Airmond. He won it brilliantly last year. He showed what good form he's in with that great win in the Donegan hurdle race. Probably with a bit of age, he just found the national distance a little too far for him now, but I think he'll shine there today at Moonee Valley, and I think he can win. I put Learmonth Lad in for second. He proved the master of Diwali in the Ian McDonald Steeplechase here at Moonee Valley, and I put Lord Shiner in for third. Now Diwali, I have left it out, not because of the injury, because I know it won't start unless it's 100% fit, but for the reason that at Moonee Valley, Learmonth Lad did prove his master, as did Lord Shiner, and I think at Moonee Valley they will do again. Now let's go out to Moonee Valley, and the man on the spot, the chief executive there, Ian McEwen. Good morning, Ian.
But the top 4 are all great chasers in their own right. Airmond, of course, the winner of this race last year in track record time, and he's having only his 2nd appearance over the big fences today. Diwali, the Grand National Steeplechase winner by a mammoth margin, and that unfortunate mishap that put a cloud over him from Sandown last Saturday. He's apparently recovered from that. Rick Horlacey is sending him to the post with the opinion that he's 100% fit, and Rick told me yesterday that if the horse is beaten, it won't be on the score of fitness. Learmonth Lad, after falling over in the Grand National when it tried to take off too far back from a jump, came here to Moonee Valley and won the Hunt Club Steeplechase in very easy fashion. And Lord Shiner, of course, won the Ian McDonald Steeplechase at his last appearance here over the jumps, and beat on that occasion Learmonth Lad and Diwali. So, all in all, it's a tremendous race, and I just thought possibly Lord Shiner might have been sharpened up by that run on the flat at Sandown last week, and I've selected him for Lord Shiner, number 1 Airmond and 2 Diwali.
In race number 3, feature event, the AV Hiskens Steeplechase, very important scratching. Number 2, Diwali, withdrawn at 8:12. Race 3, number 2, Diwali, a late scratching, 8:12 at Moonee Valley. So 2 scratchings from the third, 2 and 8, with Diwali being the very important late scratching at 8:12 from the AV Hiskens Steeple.
And Peeping Pete, well, of course, the first sensation has already occurred here at Moonee Valley before racing even started.
The continuing saga of the Rick Horlacey camp.
Well, it's hard luck, Pete, isn't it, from, I think, all lovers of jumping races. Sad to see Diwali pulled out, but of course, naturally, the stewards or the veterinary surgeon was acting only in the interest of the horse and connections and everybody else, and punters throughout Australia for that matter. But yes, well, Rick Corlacey cannot take a trick.
No, he can't, but well, he's got Caramelize in later, which is possibly some compensation. It may be able to win for it.
Well, according to the information from my man in over the border, he says Caramelize cannot win.
Really?
It's one of his lays of the day.
Yeah.
So,
we're all concerned that if he's not 100% fit, that he's not going round, but it has robbed the race of quite a bit of interest. But I think that was pretty much on the cards after what happened to him at Sandown last Saturday.
Now Caramelize comes out of race 7. The official scratching time 3:03. Reason for the withdrawal, veterinary advice. The stewards acting on veterinary advice have scratched in race 7, number 2.